We dare you to keep still during this first segment. We're about to meet the team behind Giving Tree Music. For more than 25 years, Giving Tree has been building community through drum circles that are interactive and just plain fun.
Giving Tree Music uses drums as a vehicle to build community. I started Giving Tree Music at the tail end of 1999. I started out as a drum maker. So I used to make all of my own drums. And we would travel around to different festivals and art shows, mostly Renaissance festivals, and I would sell my drums. In order to get people to buy those drums, I'd put them out for people to play, and hopefully they would fall in love with the drum and take it home. And then I enjoyed actually making music with the people more than the haggling part. So I just decided I would do that instead. Now I'm fortunate enough to be able to drum with anybody and everybody.
They're one of the oldest instruments in the world. Anybody can play it. We had a gentleman playing the drums with his foot because he was immobile with his arms. Anybody can do it. You don't have to know how to play.
Mostly we work in the Tampa Bay area. We drum at schools, we drum in hospitals, we drum in special needs groups, we drum with corporate groups, we drum with seniors, we drum with youth detention centers, churches, mosques, temples, any group of people that you can bring together. Any place where you bring humans, you can bring drums. Everybody gets something to play. Myself or one of our facilitators guides them through the experience and empowers them to realize that just a little bit of teamwork and a little bit of believing in yourself and you can create something much bigger than yourself. This group that we're working with is the Shine Group. It's a group of special needs adults. They come together at this church. They usually drum with me once to twice a year.
Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, stop.
4, 3, 2, 1, and stop.
Chris is 32. He just loves people to death and he gives the best hugs on this earth. He always loves music, so any type of music, and we actually bought him one of Steve's drums for Christmas. His communication skill is very low, but drumming does just help him express himself more. And how do you drum?
Drum.
Is that fun?
Fun.
Let's go a little bit faster. Go.
They're an amazing group of people, and I love working with my special needs groups because it's unfiltered joy.
Well, I like the one I hold in the drum and dance at the same time. First, you have to feel it and move with the beat.
Well, the first thing I say if somebody insists that they don't have rhythm is that if you didn't, you would be dead. Without rhythm, there's no life. Rhythm is how our heart beats. Rhythm is how we walk. It's how we brush our teeth. Sharing rhythm with other people is as easy as just creating a phrase and repeating it rhythmically, and then you can drum that.
I'll play it first, you play it back.
I make a lot of the drums myself. We do drum making workshops. I bring the shell into the kids, and the kids will sand it, they will paint it, they'll attach that goatskin head to the top of the drum using some traditional methods, and they'll get it real tight and make it sound good. And if we're lucky, we'll get to have a drum circle with the group of kids that just made a group of drums, and it's this full circle experience that I think is pretty amazing. When I do some of my corporate trainings, especially I do a lot of teacher trainings. The principal will set something up, and one of my favorite things to happen is when a group of teachers comes into the room and you can hear their eyes rolling as they walk in. They think that this is, what the heck are we gonna do? You know, what's this hippie stuff? The ones who roll their eyes the hardest and look like they think it's gonna be the dumbest thing ever are almost 100% the ones that end up in the dance floor first, every time. Drum circles are about that transition. You find that inner child, you find that inner goofball, and you end up letting it out. And that's where that joy lives.
If you hit a drum, it will give you happiness back. Before I ever touched the djembe, I was a drum set player. And so I was really excited when the idea came up by Steve and myself to incorporate that part of what I do into Giving Tree.
I know you're asking today, how long will it take?
Stand Up Speak Up is my program that I do where I play the drum set to the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Because I've been black for 30 years, and when Dr. King's words stop being relevant, I'll stop playing the drums to him. That's the first reason. The second reason is Dr. King is funky.
Keeping watch above his own. How long? Not long. Because the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice.
There's one speech that he does that is colloquially referred to as the how long, not long speech. And it's just got rhythm and rhythm and rhythm. It's like he knew that I was gonna play the drums to it later.
If you're drumming with only one other person, there's a lot of communication that happens there. But when you're drumming with a whole group of people, whether or not you know them, there's a magic that I can't define.
When you hear, say, 100 people playing music together, all stop together, the silence is louder than 100 drums every time.
There are two people that you have to impress in the world, and one is your 5-year-old self, and one is your 85-year-old self. And working for Giving Tree and doing the drum circles with all these people, I'm fulfilling both of those. My 5-year-old is happy that I get to be a kid and play drums with people all over the place, and my 85-year-old is going, good job, that's pretty cool.
To learn more, visit givingtreemusic.com.